Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum's co-founder, thinks that scaling solutions like Rollup will continue to play an important role on the blockchain. Coming up next, we are very honored to have Ms. Laura Shi, Head of International Expansion ConsenSys, to give us an overview on empowering entertainment through Rollup. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Laura on stage. Laura, please.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And I just enjoyed this wonderful discussion at the very beginning with Yat, with Nolan. And frankly speaking, I learned more about game. That's because I'm not from a game company or doing the game business. My name's Laura. I come from ConsenSys. I'm the head of international expansion. I will spend actually 1 minute talking about ConsenSys, and I will guarantee I will spend the rest of time talking about entertainment. This is ConsenSys. So ConsenSys is a software company in crypto industry. We have MetaMask, the most popular self-custodial wallet. I'm pretty sure you don't understand, maybe you're not interested in the word self-custodial wallet. We also have Infura as a SaaS product doing RPC solution. We have Truffle doing developer tool for smart contract coding. We have Diligence for smart contract audit. And last but not least, so we now have a Rollup solution for Ethereum ecosystem. That is a ZK EVM Rollup. And now, start from now, I think I would like to share with you some learning curve for a software company that's doing blockchain technology in the past 3 years, what we learned about entertainment and social. So first of all, what we have been met and learned in the past few years from our ecosystem development of MetaMask, saying, I can give you some figures. I remember last time when I checked the on-chain active address. For on-chain active address, it means that normally there should be one real person behind this address doing business or trying to make transactions happen on-chain. Last time when I checked it, what was last year, the figure is around 70 million. And you can imagine that in this industry at the moment, most of people, they may not have their own asset or do their own transaction on-chain, but they own crypto. And that will be someone who already have basic knowledge about crypto and always wondering what will be the beautiful part of this digital asset. And for those number of people, from my understanding, based on the data of centralized exchange today across the world, it should be more than 500 million people. So combining all of this together, you got the understanding market, so-called total addressable market for any use case trying to make a business happen. And what we learned actually from MetaMask point of view is that when we at the very beginning in 2016, talking about doing business in crypto or in blockchain technology, the most important thing is security. Security is actually make MetaMask succeed until now. However, we realize the more complaint we receive, not only from end users, but from developers, enterprise, talking about the user experience of MetaMask doesn't make, especially from end user perspective, they feel like recovery freeze, private key, public key understanding, that's too difficult for them. And they're always wondering why I can't go to MetaMask customer success to retrieve my asset on-chain. And they think that is not a good so-called financial service or internet experience today in this market. And therefore, education matters. However, start from last year, we start to rethink about this logic, about what we are missing. And what we're missing actually is user experience matters when we talk about next billion user adoption. And now you can understand where this billion user come from, or vision come from. It's because at the end of last year, when we're trying to calculate the total crypto user today in this industry, it has been around 300 to 500 million users. And that's why 1 billion users on the one hand is achievable. On the other hand, the product positioning and go-to-market strategy need to be changed. Another thing I actually would like to skip about all the other product introduction, as that That is more about infrastructure and tools. It may not be about what today we want to talk about entertainment. But this is the part I think matters, as that is what we call flywheel in ConsenSys. We believe lots of software companies share the same vision as well as tactics when consider business development, which is about you need to, I think in Chinese word, there is a wording similar as to developer to end user or to business to end user, talking about how to make your product suite being a successful solution in the booming market. But when we talk about crypto industry, when we talk about Web3 connected to entertainment, we actually follow the logic and start learning about what's happening in Web2. At the very beginning, internet is a tool until there's a person-to-person interaction happen in the internet, turn the internet to be a platform, turn the internet to be a social environment. And that is the time we see the entire internet market valuation turning from an infrastructure to an ecosystem with unlimited imagination about the size and about the possibility. And that is the part we learn about when we copy this idea to Web3, when we think about blockchain from making remittance and transaction happen as a tool, turning to be an ecosystem, which, for example, if I, again, use a blockchain as a blockchain use case to make it clear, Uniswap, as one of the popular DAX, decentralized exchange in the world, is actually the code, it's actually a tool. However, MEV, making this business looks like an ecosystem and making all the DAX now a platform. At the end of the day, it could be gaming theory, it could be one person sending a message to another person as a friend or as a colleague or someone who play a game together. That is actually social interaction. And we want to figure out, or we realize that start from at least from MetaMask or from ConsenSys perspective, when we understand the future about this industry, especially in the next 5 years, is promoting interaction. We need to understand what promote interaction in Web2, and that is actually digital content. We see for the entire digital content value chain, and I want to jump to this slide. It's about why blockchain companies should care about digital content and why digital content should care about blockchain industry. Digital content should care about blockchain industry because this industry will be soon has 1 billion addressable market in the world, and this 1 billion addressed market can easily be accessible because on the one hand, they are on-chain and within one standard. As of today, we prefer to call it one standard because we're seeing ConsenSys being building up on Ethereum technology. On the other hand, we also believe that most of the digital content owners see blockchain industry is interested is because they haven't seen a high quality content being launched in this industry. That's why when you do business development analysis, you consider blockchain industry is an interested market to you. However, from blockchain industry players' perspective, we see the value of digital content. And I think the most obvious digital content comes from game because we need digital content to promote person-to-person interaction. There's another part I mentioned, it's actually PUGC and UGC, and remember in the previous speech, we are talking about AI. Like AIGC also matters in this industry. However, AIGC, blockchain technology actually matters to AIGC business. It's because ultimately we need to introduce a readable or machine-readable mechanism that calculate the economic value of both AI as well as person-generating content. Last but not least, about social. We didn't pay huge attention, frankly speaking, to social today. The reason is because social means more reliance on the infrastructure development. And until today, factually, there haven't been one super successful 100 million user level success case about Web3 social. So for us, when we think about learning about digital content, learning about social entertainment, we are very confident that entertainment will be important to this industry, and there will be more than one killing application happening in this industry in the next 3 years. However, about social, we have close monetization about what could happen in this industry. We want to see, we on the one hand truly believe that has something to be platform as a business, as well as token economics brings value to a platform. On the other hand, given we're a software company, we're not targeting an ecosystem or platform-like business, we participate role being keep an eye about what should be the latest user entertainment mechanism going to be happening on chain, while at the same time we'll ensure our product development can power and empower the future success of this business dynamics. And this is actually the last slides of the presentation. This is what we learned, and I want to also learn from the feedback from today's conference about if our value chain analysis is correct, and about how, from our understanding, what the players in this value chain can make their business happen most efficiently in this industry. We see, and we always understand in the previous digital content value chain, there's owner, there is most likely, especially in Web 2, there are issuer and the investor who provide the financial support to the producer. And then there will be publisher, there will be distributor, there will be traffic acquisition. And for the entire value chain, we've got tools and infrastructure laying as the fundamental to power the success as well as efficient development. However, as of today, in Web3 industry, if you calculate the entire market cap of all the players in this industry, the market cap concentrates on three parts. People willing to put money into power the success of one Web3 content producer. Second, content publisher, which is actually, so it's also played a role as a market definition. That is alternative layer 1, alternative layer 2, as well as application-specific chain. And last but not least, tools and infrastructure who make things happen and then do a storytelling about making the success of Web3 entertainment. For digital content producer, we suggest the business to pay attention to solutions and product design to minimize the friction. I would say some standard today in Ethereum that is actually leading as well as people is doing investment in it, and for business trying to identify the use case of this standard. That will be first account abstraction, which is ERC 4337, and second is NFT as a wallet, which is ERC 6551. You can consider NFT as a wallet, for example, airdrop box in PUBG, for example, a card bundle that as a loot box like for purchase 100 card or 50 card at the same time, rather than today on chain, if you want to open a loot box, there's only, well, for the game user experience, there will be one card in it. And then you need to click your mouse at least 50 times to make a loot box open that normally you can enjoy in Web 2. Another case we discussed yesterday with another game company will be racing game. For racing game, you can use NFT as a wallet, being the car itself. Well, for the wheel, for the engine, that is actually another NFT, and you can store it in the NFT as a wallet. That actually open up the box as well as the magic for modularity being controlled by the user themselves. And when Yasu from Animoca is talking about the possibility for understand liquidity, understand market leverage as well as manipulation, that is also another interesting part, providing tons of transaction capable to be happened. For content publisher, as of today, most of layer 1, layer 2, that is alternative network as well as scalable solution, linear, our ZK EVM solution is one of that, is powering. We believe when we talk about Ethereum, the performance and scalability restriction of Ethereum, with the most brilliant engineer as well as cryptographic research and engineers telling us we see the Rollup solution is the future in Ethereum ecosystem. That is the time we spend to doing investment as well as we are part of them. The linear projects actually introduced by ConsenSys head of R&D, who has been put resources and his time into crypto, into blockchain technology as well as zero knowledge proof for more than 10 years, and he is also the key contributor of Eastern Foundation. We introduced, for Linear, the first entertainment festival is actually also the largest festival that we would like to introduce after Linear launch. We want to ensure we focus on entertainment use case. We want to ensure we cover not only digital content, but also PUGC, UGC, and AIGC platform like Project 12. We want to ensure that we provide visibility about leading features, not only about 4337, 6551, but also there's a wording called attestation in internet or engineer software use case. But in the real world, it's actually more easy to be understand. It's doing your user persona. Attestation is something connect to, on the one hand, privacy, while on the other hand, facilitate a business to analyze your user persona on-chain. So we want to bring this to ensure, to the festival to ensure that we support the further development and the learning curve of the entire stakeholders that play different roles in this industry. And last but not least, tools and infrastructure. I think standard leading features, components, as I mentioned, attestation, public goods, other things I just mentioned from our understanding as available tools and infrastructure in this industry. I can spend another hour talking about them, but I don't think I have enough time. Please, we need to understand, given self-custodial wallet on-chain means that security matters a lot. Therefore, when we're doing business analysis and understand about market development, we need to first have an open mind about this, how this will happen will be totally different about how things happen in Web 2. However, there are meaningful stuff that we should learn from Web 2 about business development. Because at the end of the day, blockchain technology is a technology, while digital content as well as person-to-person interaction is a true asset that we want to lending to the digital market. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura, for the informative sharing. Thank you very much.